Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Light back with another YouTube video. And in today's video, we're going to be doing another edition of Who Would Win here on the channel. So in today's fight, we're doing Wolverine and Iceman. If you're unfamiliar with what this actually is, pretty much I match up two characters from comic books, whether it be Marvel or DC. That's what I'm doing right now. And it could be superhero versus superhero, anti-hero versus anti-hero, hero versus villain, whatever happens. that will definitely that's that'll come on. I completely do this at random, like it's completely random. I just put names in a wheel generator and it spins. If you want to leave recommendations for who you want to see, I try to use this character one time. So for example, I would be using like Wolverine this one time and I wouldn't use him for a while. So yeah, if you have any recommendations you haven't seen in any of the videos, definitely leave it down below and I'll definitely be I can definitely put it in the wheel if you guys want, and hopefully it'll come one day. So yeah, and yeah, I use a variety of knowledge from comic book knowledge, movie knowledge, TV knowledge, to kind of come up with a winner in my personal opinion. But of course, viewers, if you want to debate my answer, or you disagree, or you agree with it, you can definitely put it down in the comment section down below. But anyways, let's get into this. So yeah, Wolverine versus Iceman. Two X-Men members, two mutants, both with drastically different powers. So I guess let's get into it. So let's get into the abilities first of all. Wolverine. His abilities is he has the an adamantium skeleton. My apologies, as well as claws that are both adamantium, which is like one of the strongest metals if you don't know. Uh, and also he has a regenerative healing factor, which he can pretty much heal from literally anything. There's a plot line where he was burned down to his adamantium skull, and he regenerated from a single drop of blood. So yeah, he has that. Then we move on to Iceman, which his powers are pretty much he is able to just he pretty much has ice powers. He can turn himself into ice, as you can see in this picture. He can freeze people. He can do all that. Um, so yeah, that's definitely what's gonna happen here. And then a new thing as well is the morals of these characters. Now I think keep in mind this is pretty much superhero versus superhero, but some people classify Wolverine as more of an anti-hero. But I consider him a very superhero, but leaning towards an anti-hero. But again, it's like X-Men member versus X-Men member, friend versus friend. It's not going to be uh, bloodfest, if you understand. But yeah, Wolverine, he'll definitely kill if he has to. Which yeah, he'll kill whoever he has to. Honestly, he has some morals in terms of not killing them immediately, but he will definitely kill. I've seen him kill people multiple times in movies and television. That's what he does in comics too. But I don't know. There's something else to discuss in this fight as well, which I'll get to in 2 seconds. And then Iceman over here, again, his morals is he's a superhero, he's not an anti-hero, so he probably won't kill. Not gonna say 100% won't kill, but 90%, 85% he won't kill. But yeah. So another thing importance as well with moral wise is these two are actually friends. They don't have any problems. They're not butting head like Wolverine and Cyclops sometimes would. Whereas those two would gladly fight each other. But Iceman, of course, wouldn't want to fight Wolverine. But that could happen. I mean, yeah. Uh, so yeah. Anyways, let's get into this. My apologies. I've been just clearing my throat there. But in all honesty, I don't even know, to be honest with you guys. It's very difficult to go for a win. So I'll explain some scenarios, and then maybe I'll come to a final decision. I can definitely think of a scenario, especially with X-Men, especially because they don't want to kill each other. I would think of a scenario where Iceman would just straight up freeze Wolverine and just completely like bolt him in ice, which I could definitely see happening, but I feel like Wolverine would try to rip out or something. But again, he doesn't have like super strength or anything like that, so it might get a little difficult, or he might even freeze off Wolverine's claws and break them. If we're talking not morals, he might chop off his head, but his head will just regenerate. So that's something else as well that you have to keep in mind as well. But like honestly, I could see some scenarios where Wolverine would straight up like go for Iceman when he's in his regular form per se, or maybe even like chop off his arm or something, so you can't just try and freeze him or whatever. There's possibilities, or maybe even like just chip away at his ice form, because again he's very solid ice. So it's hard to say, especially with this, because again Wolverine's not gonna obviously try and kill him, so he might be like, "Rah," and then he might be scraping through his ice, but it's not using effect, and he's just freezing his claws or something like that. So it's a bit of a controversial answer. I know a lot of people might be like, ah, Wolverine would win. But I'm picking Iceman. I think Iceman definitely could win. He's a very underrated X-Men member. I must say though, as well. So I actually think Iceman would win this. But of course, if we're talking to the death, Wolverine kills him. Wolverine is not losing to Iceman if it's to the death. But like, say they're battling till you knocked each other out, I could definitely see Iceman winning. Just even in terms of mobility and stuff. But we're talking also. I want to make sure this is clear as well. We're talking comics, more comic versions of these characters, because if you realize in the movies and stuff, Iceman isn't doesn't really turn into his ice form too much. So that's something important to keep in mind, because, of course, that's different times. But we're talking about forms where he can turn into ice. But anyways, that's my pick. Comment down below. Do you agree with this? Do you disagree? With reasons? Why not? Put in the comments down section down below. But anyways, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace.